Hello everybody! Today we're going to talk about why make presentations in language classes. The first reason is that making presentations is really great language learning. You get to have a good think and then you get time to prepare. You can make notes or you can even write yourself a script. Now it's up to you which of these you want to do. If you're okay with a few keywords, dog, soccer, swimming pool, and you can talk from those, that's great. But if you want to write yourself whole sentences, that's absolutely fine too. And then you get to practice your presentation, and practicing is very, 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 very important. Okay, and the reason practicing is very important, well, let me just show you what happens quite a lot in my classes. Students get up to the front with their PowerPoint, their beautifully made PowerPoint, and then they say, hello, everybody. This is the voice of a student who did not practice. Please practice your presentations. Okay. And then you get to show slides. And one of the great things about showing slides is it just makes communication a little bit easier because you can show a picture as you communicate. And finally, the act of presenting is very, very good language practice, mainly because it makes people so nervous. There's a famous comedian in America called Seinfeld, and he said that the number one fear people have is of public speaking. That's the thing they're most scared of. And the number two thing they're scared of is death. So basically, people would rather die than do public speaking. And it's true, public speaking makes people very, very nervous. But because it makes you nervous, this is actually good learning. Because when we're nervous, as long as we're engaging with the challenge and we're not panicking, our brains will be kind of whirring away and we'll really remember what we learned. I know students get very stressed about presentations. It is very stressful, but it's also very useful. So good luck. Presentations are also fun because you get to be creative. You can have fun with graphics and you can even put in animations and stuff. And you get to communicate and you get to express yourself. You know, when you've got something that you think, finally an opportunity to actually say it, to share it with the world. And that actually leads us to, you might even save the world because, well, the world kind of needs saving and it might be your idea that can actually save it. Maybe you're the one. I'm not the one. I've tried. It's not working. Let's talk about topics. What should you talk about? Tell us about yourself. A nice self-introduction is a good place to start. Tell us about your family and your pets, maybe. Tell us about what you do in your free time, at the weekend or on your days off. Do you go for coffee? Do you read books? Do you play soccer? You could also tell us about where you live, about your home or your house or apartment, or even about your neighborhood or your town. And then tell us about your past. Tell us your life story. Where were you born? Tell us about school or tell us about your childhood. Tell us about a trip or experience. This is actually a really good presentation, like, for example, your homestay trip to Australia, or even an experience like you went camping. And you might also tell us about something you learned. And then tell us about your future. This is a little more difficult because with the past, you just have to remember and all the details are there. With the future, you kind of have to imagine the details. So it's a little bit trickier. But some students do really great presentations about their dreams for the future. You could tell us about your 5-year plan, maybe. You could tell us about your next challenge. What are you going to try and do? You could tell us about your future job, your future work. What's your career going to be? Or you could tell us about your dream home. Where do you want to live? The countryside, the city, the beach. And you could tell us about your personality. What do you like? What don't you like? What are your strong points? What are your weak points? And what are your good or what are your bad habits? And you could teach us something. You could explain something. For example, explain how ukuleles are made. It might be very interesting. Or you could tell us why typhoons are getting stronger. Or you could even teach us to do something. You could teach us how to add animations to our presentations. Or you could teach us how to work out at home because we're all stuck at home because of COVID-19. Now this is kind of fun. If tomorrow you're going to die, happy talk, what would you do today? If you could make a law, what would it be? Banning stuff is always fun. We should ban alcohol. We should ban tobacco. We should ban banning stuff. We should all be free to do whatever we want to do. If you didn't have to work and you didn't have to study, what would you do all day? How would you spend your time? If civilization collapses, what will you... If? When? Surely. When our civilization collapses, what will you miss the most? It's collapsing now. All right. Now our civilization is collapsing. What do you miss the most? Leaving the house? I miss teaching in a classroom. It's kind of weird teaching online. Anyway. Opinions. Opinions are a great topic. We should all ride bicycles. Maybe even electric bicycles. Online learning is better than the classroom. Maybe you like learning online. LGBTQ people should be able to get married. Equal rights. The government should give us all a basic income because they're going to give us 10 man. Maybe they should give us 10 man every month. Wouldn't that be great? Now it's your turn. Think of a topic, make some notes, make some slides, practice, and then present. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, love, respect, listen to, worship, hate, troll, stalk, abuse, dox me on social media. If you're my student, this is required. Really, you have to do it. Because we will be using the topics I post on social media in our lessons. So do it. If you're not my student, well, if you're not my student, you don't have to, but I'd be very grateful. Thank you. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye-bye, King.